welcome to Sport Tour on Enterprise TV, where sport news from the four corners of the world are delivered at its best. I am John Olashikomi. Join me and let's ride together. Today we'll be doing the review of the matches that went down over the weekend, and of course the preview of the games that will be going down today. I won't be doing this all alone today. I've got some very important personality in the studio with me this afternoon, in person of Jerry Apeloi. Jerry Apeloi is making a return on Sport Talk today.
Yeah, when you say important, I feel important already.
Of course, you're on top of the log table.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Anyways, this is what it is. Of course, instead, the Man United fans are still doing a Ten what did that lady call it again? Boniface fans say they are
Don't talk about Jerry Apeloi.
Anyway, it's good to be here. A lot to talk about on the society world of sports, and we're gearing up for talking about the creme de la creme of the season. This is February, March. Before you know it, we'll be looking at who's going to win the titles.
All right, if you are joining us for the first time, please do well to follow us across all social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. All right, to kickstart with, we'll definitely be starting with local football. In the MPFL, Others Rangers defeated Remo Stars 2-1 in the thrilling contest at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu on Sunday. The host took the lead on the half-hour mark through Isaac Saviour. Saviour netted a stunning free kick from over 25 meters. Rangers doubled their advantage 4 minutes after the break, with Kingsley slotting home following an assist from Kenneth Igboke. In Owerri, Atland defeated Shooting Stars 2-1. All right, let's go back to our last discussion, Jerry Apeloi. I told you that it is done and dusted for Remo Stars. But you said 6 points is just too small in the MPFL. I told you if Remo Stars get to lose a game, Shooting Stars will also lose a game.
Yeah, it is what it is, because if you take a look at it, the fact that teams are still finding it difficult to win away from home, I think that's a factor. And
no, you can't say that, because Remo Stars have won like 4 games away from home this season.
Yeah, that is why they're on top of the log, but they just lost to Rangers. Let's not take that away.
And you can't write Rangers off. They are the defending champions of the MPFL.
Yeah,
so I saw it coming already.
That is why they're still going to meet a lot of quality teams that looks like Rangers.
In the MPFL?
In the MPFL.
Hey, give me 3. Kano Pillars?
Eimba.
Come on, don't even talk about Eimba even struggling.
Anybody is struggling, but on their day they can cause upset. Even as little as building insurance, when they are at home, they are a force to reckon with.
King of Drossel, come on, don't even talk about.
So King of Drossel, fine, but when they are at home, they are always a force to reckon with. There are a lot of other sides, mostly those teams in the north. They are very difficult to beat when they are at home. Teams like El Kanemi. Even I heard that Nasser United just recently did away with their coach, meaning that they will be looking forward to make sure that whoever comes in, and who I'm not really impressed with, I've heard the name. Of course,
we definitely get there.
They want to impress him. Imagine Remo Stars going away to play Nasser United with a new coach, with a new team spirit. It's going to be a difficult one. So until it is over, before we now say yes, Nasser United, Remo Stars are the league champions.
All right, let's take a look at their next 4 games. Remo Stars will be at home against Kwara United. Nasser United will host Remo Stars. Remo Stars against Plateau, and Benden Insurance will host Remo Stars.
Just like I knew that they were going to take Nasser United. So that game alone is going to be a very big one for Remo Stars. They'll have to win that one. And the Kwara side, no respect for Remo Stars, because they are familiar foes. They are within the same region, and they will not be afraid of even coming to the home of Remo Stars. So Remo will have it cut out for them. With the form and inspiration they've had this season, I want to give them their home games. But the away games, it's pretty dicey.
All right, let's take a look at Shooting Stars' next 4 games. Shooting Stars will host Lobby Stars. They will travel to Aba to play Eimba. They just defeated Rivers United over the weekend. Katsina United will also host Shooting Stars. So that's a big one. I mean, for Shooting Stars too.
Yeah, I want to give Shooting Stars maybe a yardstick towards Katsina United, because Katsina United has proven that they are underachievers. They are just looking like a team like Tottenham, as far as or would I say Wolves, as far as England is concerned. But in the MPFL, Katsina United has faltered a lot. They've not really given anybody any impression that they seem to look forward to. Then for Lobby Stars, I think they like doing giveaways a lot. That used to be my team I support in the MPFL, but of late, Lobby Stars, they're just comfortable playing the MPFL. No ambition, nothing. They're just like the Evertons. in the
Crystal
NPFL
Palace.
or Crystal Palace. They're just okay playing the league. They don't want to play in Europe. They don't want to play anywhere. They just want to be there. They don't mind finishing the league at the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th
So far they
position.
will play in NPFL.
As far as they will play in the NPFL. So Shooting Stars has a chance in that one. Then the most difficult one will be Enyimba. Definitely, I don't see them getting 3 points down because Enyimba will surely want to gather points. With what they did to Rivers United, it showed that Enyimba is still the team to beat in the
All
NPFL.
right, let's take a look at other results. Enyimba defeated Rivers United 1-0, like you said. But Kwara United also beat, Bayelsa United. Kano Pillars, I saw Ahmed Musa. He was injured. He was not part of the team that defeated Darling Abia Warriors. Lobby Stars played a 1-0 draw against Katsina United. Plateau United defeated newly promoted side Academy Warriors. And of course, Ikorodu picked a vital, away result against Nasarawa United. They just got their coach sacked in person of Kabiru Dogo. Sunshine Stars defeated Akwa United 1-0. Enugu Rangers, it is no longer a news, that defeated Remo Stars 2-1. Atland, Imana Muleke side, defeated Bengal Gumbote side, Shooting Stars 2-1. And King of Drosu, Bendel Insurance, defeated Niger Tornadoes. Like you said, whenever they are playing at home, that they are,
Stadium. Very historic stadium, yeah.
3 goals to nothing in favor of Bendel Insurance. All right, still talking about NPFL, Nasarawa United have parted ways with their technical advisor Kabiru Dogo. The Lafia Club have also announced the appointment of former Super Eagles assistant coach Salisu Yusuf as their new technical advisor. Now, talking about Salisu Yusuf, I remember back then when we used to run some things together, Nigeria. I know you have never been a fan of, Salisu Yusuf, and now he's back in the NPFL. This is the same Salisu Yusuf that was suspended in Kano, I think with Barao FC in January, and now he's back with struggling Nasarawa United. This is not Kennedy Boboyi. This is not finished. This is not even Stanley Eguma. This is, Salisu Yusuf.
Yeah, Salisu Yusuf.
Does he have anything to contribute to, the problem of Nasarawa?
Let's not forget the days of Salisu Yusuf in the NPFL. I think his days with the Academy Warriors, though he's always been a coach who has never punched above his weight in terms of just staying afloat, keeping the team busy, and making them look like something is going to happen when eventually nothing is going to happen. Another coach in the category, Dave Moyes has won something. Maybe some others even won something. I don't even know the coach I want to qualify him as. Maybe a team that makes a team stay afloat. And the fact that in the North is one of the most respected coaches.
Yes, of course.
So when you want to look at a lot of the Northern coaches, Salisu Yusuf is up there. So I think it will make the team stay afloat and save them their blushes.
And the good news is they appealed their 3 points and 3 goals. It has been restored.
Yeah, been restored. So a lot of things will be going on well for them. And of course, bringing him in is going to be a difficult game for Remo Stars when they go to play Salisu Yusuf's side. All
right, Dogo's last game in charge of the Solid Miners was Saturday's goalless draw with Ikorodu City. They currently occupy 18th position on the log with 26 points from 24 games. I don't see them escaping relegation. NLL should just be, they just be preparing for NLL next season. Yeah. Nasarawa United.
They should go and pay for their 6 slots.
And Akwa United.
They should go and collect the form already.
Okay.
And start waiting to play in the NNL next season.
All right, away from NPFL, let's talk about some of the Nigerian players that did well over the weekend. And of course, I will be going straight to the camp of Ofayam, where Gift Urban was on target for Ofayam over the weekend. It was a night of mixed emotions for Super Eagles striker Gift Urban, who found the net but later picked up an injury in Ofayam's 3-1 away win over Werder Bremen. Urban, who joined the Bundesliga side from French Ligue 1 club Olympique Lyon during the winter transfer window, has quickly become a key player with his impressive performances. All right, Jerry Pello, let's talk about Gift Urban. Before he came to Lyon, he was doing wonderfully well in Belgian League. And ever since then, ever since he made that move to France, he struggled throughout his entire stay at Olympique Lyon. And now he's back in the Bundesliga. He's doing wonderfully well for Ofayam. And it was a mixed feeling for the young man. He got a goal, just like what happened to Taiwo Awoniyi in that FA Cup. And now, take a look at, Gift Urban now, where a lot of people are rooting for him to be part of the Super Eagles squad that will face Rwanda and Zimbabwe. And now he's injured again. What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, I think the case of Gift Orban is just a sign of what happens to a lot of players. Some players go to various club sides and they do very well, most especially when it comes to the league. Let's not forget Victor Osimhen. When he made the move to Wolfsburg in the German Bundesliga, we know how he struggled with injuries until he
Well,
made
he was
the
still
move.
very young at that age. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
still very
he
young.
struggled at.
Are
Well, he
we
was still
saying
very young.
are we saying that Gift Orban is already old?
Hey, Gitowan is in his early 20s.
Okay, early 20s, fantastic. So, but in the Belgian league, we didn't have issues with him having getting injured, just like he did at Olympic Marseille before he left on loan now to play in the German Bundesliga. So, with that being said, I think it just shows that there's something wrong somewhere as far as Gift Orban is concerned. Maybe the choice of club could also be an issue, and the fact that I don't know, he's just not been lucky because he's a fantastic player. We've been talking about having him even playing in the 10th position for the Super Eagles or playing in the supporting striker role, because when there's no Victor Osimhen, we always have our hands in our mouth. We have to rely on Ademola Lookman, of course. We cannot rely on only those two players as far as scoring of goals in the Super Eagles is concerned. So it's quite rather unfortunate that he scored a goal against Offenham and is back injured again. Yeah, pretty sad.
All right, still in Bundesliga, let's go straight to the camp of Bayer Leverkusen, where Victor Boniface, as he's fondly called in Germany, was an unused substitute for Bayer Leverkusen. And of course, Nathan Teller, I know one of Jerry Pereira's favorites, that will definitely play the right flank for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That is if Jerry have his own way. But Teller was on for Bayer Leverkusen against Bayern Munich, and he did wonderfully well.
Yeah, I believe in the word that you're good at your last game. And Nathan Taylor has proven that time without number, that he's a player that you can really rely on. And the fact that he's an utility player, he can play as a wing back, a right back, and even as a right winger. So that makes him an exceptional talent. He's still very young, he's gangling, he's audacious, he scores goals. Those are the quality of a hallmark of a modern wing back, and everything that Nigeria has is what I really envy as far as playing football is concerned, and I would like to see him bring that value to the Super Eagles.
All right, away from Bundesliga, in the English Premier League, let's go straight to the camp of Fulham, where Calvin Bassey was on target for Fulham over the weekend. And of course, any day, anytime, Alex Iwobi will definitely give you the aura of a good midfielder that during the days of Austin J.J. Okocha, you understand how skillful he was back then for the Super Eagles. And Alex Iwobi has shown the whole world, or let me say, he has proven himself that he, of course, he is a nephew to Austin J.J. Okocha. And of course, Silva can't even joke with Alex Iwobi at Fulham.
Yeah, Alex Iwobi is a case of a player who is fantastic, who's talented, and he has his days where he does very well, and you should just say wow. But the fact that he has a relationship with Austin J.J. Okocha, a lot of people were expecting him to replicate that. Of course, J.J. Okocha was one of its kind, and of course, we don't have such kind of talent anywhere in the world, just like we have the likes of Maradona and the likes of Messi. With that being said, Iwobi has continued to maintain a certain standard, that he has something to add whenever he comes to the team and whenever he's on form. And if he continues with that form, I would like to see him replicate that with the Super Eagles, which for me have not been really there, because if Alex Iwobi is doing his job, we'll not be going around looking for somebody who should play in the number 10 position. But unfortunately, he has not been able to do that. But with that being said,
under Jose Pesero, because according to him, he said he was playing to instructions.
Okay, now look at what he has done under Austin Eguavoen. What exceptional thing has he done with what he did with Pesero at the Nations Cup?
Let's wait for Erik. Let's wait for Erik.
Yeah, we're waiting for Erik. I'm not expecting anything much from Alex Iwobi as far as that one is concerned. But let's not take the shine of Calvin Bassey. He scored a goal for a defender. That's a plus. And of course, in the FPL, we all know what that means. When you have a defender scoring goals for you, that's more like 6 points coming for him alone as Calvin Bassey. So I think he has shown time and time that maybe he's a class above Fulham. It's high time for him to start looking for a new club side to really show his talent, because Calvin Bassey is talented. He can play in the centre back role and he can also play in the right back role. So very fantastic player, and of course he adds goals to his game, which is fantastic for any defender.
All right, still in the EPL, let's talk about Wilfred Ndidi, the only player that I believe all sport lovers in this nation are really praying for to be fit for Rwanda and of course Zimbabwe game.
Yeah, Wilfred is a fantastic player because captain material. I think he's the assistant
Yes,
captain
of
of the
course.
Super Eagles, and then Ahmed Musa should be retired, and he should be the full captain of the team. For Wilfred is a fantastic player, and Van Nistelrooy even made comments about him, saying that him returning back to the team has brought a form of inspiration to the side. The side is playing better with talking about Wilfred in the back in the team, and of course that's the hallmark of a true fantastic holding midfielder who also add goals to his game. He was very fantastic under Maresca. I want to see him add that kind of flair to his football under Van Nistelrooy, which I've not yet seen, but of course it's still early. Nistelrooy just had some couple of games and he just came back from injury. Fantastic player.
All right, let's go straight to the Southampton team where Paul Onachu was also on for Southampton. I know we said something about Paul Onachu and of course Victor Boniface before now. Paul Onachu, according to you, let me quote you Nigeria earlier. He said, he said, Paul Onachu.
He really was
said you prefer Victor Boniface any day, anytime in the Super Eagles squad. You definitely pick Boniface ahead of Paul Onachu. We all know that Southampton are struggling at the moment, and of course, Paul Onachu is also struggling with, Southampton. And there is this rumor that has been flying up and down concerning Paul Onachu returning back to the Super Eagles of Nigeria squad. Of course, that will definitely face Zimbabwe and of course Rwanda. Would you prefer, or should I say, do you expect Paul Onachu to be part of that?
Yeah, Paul Onachu is every coach's dream when it comes to his height. He's talking about his looks. He's huge, he's big, and of course he can dominate. But when it comes to Super Eagles, it seems like he lost all of those talents. He leaves it back in Europe and come back home Nigeria and looks just ordinary. Take a look at the games he has played. He was also guilty of not being able to bear his chances against Benin Republic.
Yes, of course.
And of course, it was one of the reasons why Finidi George didn't stay long in his position as the coach.
Well.
And the fact that Finidi puts all his hopes on players like Paul Onachu, believing that he doesn't need the likes of Victor Osimhen, that was the undoing of him. And I believe that Erik, whoever has his ears now, should start warning him not to rely on Paul Onachu. I'm critical of Paul Onachu and Victor Boniface because why? They are good at their club side, but they've not been able to replicate that form with the Super Eagles. But now, even Paul Onachu is not replicating. He's not doing anything fantastic for Southampton that is struggling. If you are struggling in a team that is battling relegation, is that the quality we will be relying on to score goals against Rwanda? I bet not. Maybe we should go back to Ronald Sadiq and start asking him as an option to Victor Osimhen. If Victor Osimhen is fit, I think I don't even need to worry whether Paul Onachu is there or not. For me, he should not be invited. They should look at other options. I don't know what Paul Onachu told him, or maybe he was deceived by his looks and his physiques, and he believed that that is what he needs. Of course, Paul Onachu is not my go-to man. Victor Boniface, even as far as the fact that he has not scored with the Super Eagles, he is still doing well for a club side that is challenging for the Bundesliga. Of course, that's a plus over a struggling player who is coming from a struggling club.
All right, away from EPL, let's go straight to La Liga where Chris Santos, Uche, I know a lot of people have been rooting for this young man to definitely make the Super Eagles squad. And I remember the last time we discussed about Chris Santos, Uche is not a number 10, you know, but you can also play him as a supporting striker. And I don't think we definitely have a space for Chris Santos, Uche. He's a fantastic footballer, but I don't think we have a space for him in the Super Eagles squad.
Unless maybe Erik has a plan to play him in the midfield because he's a natural midfield player. But somehow the Getafe coach has been able to play him as a supporting striker, which has worked well for him, and that is why he's getting starts. And the reason also Gavin gave why he could not invite him to the team is that he knows he's a natural midfielder, but at the Getafe he plays as a supporting striker, and that role in the Super Eagles is being filled up with a lot of options they would prefer over Chris Santos. Take a look at his numbers that he's already bringing at the Getafe. It's not up to the numbers of the likes of Victor Boniface, who is not scoring as well, and Victor Osimhen in terms of scoring goals. So you wouldn't want to bench them for Chris Santos. That is why he has not been invited. Except Erik has a plan to make sure he plays from the midfield. And if he does, then who is he going to bench? Definitely he will have to come from the bench. But blood him in and prepare him for bigger opportunities that will come his way.
And in that role, we already have Dili Bashir that is doing well in Italian Serie A. Alex Iwobi, both of them can pick up a nod at the same time.
I think For Chris Santos, the invitation might look like, okay, the one for the future. He's still very young. Let him come and see how the Super Eagles work, and let him start feeling at home among the Super Eagles players. Then we can now look at it. I think if they were inviting a quality player like Sam Omorodon, who has decided to play for Spain, I would be so happy and excited. Of course, I will go to the airport and wait for him.
Sam is a fantastic footballer.
Fantastic striker,
anytime.
Yeah.
All right, away from EPL, let's move straight to foreign football. In England, Tottenham Hotspur pulled off a 1-0 win over Manchester United in a crucial Premier League fixture on Sunday. Both teams came into the game sitting in the bottom half of the table. Spurs were 15, while the Red Devils were just one position above them. The result leaves United in 15th place, only 2 spots above the relegation zone, while Tottenham are now up to 12th position. Manchester United have now lost 12 of their 25 Premier League games this season. As at the last time they lost 12 games in a season, they went... they got relegated. And now they've lost 15 already. And they still have 13 more games to be played. And in that 13 games, they will still play Newcastle, they will play Man City, they will play Arsenal. They have big teams to play.
They're still going to lose 6 games.
Come on, don't talk about the other fellow.
You look at Old Trafford. The Old Trafford is no longer a fortress for Manchester United. And the fact that this was even an away game, which they were even picking points before away. Well, now it looks like Tottenham needed the points more. And someone jokingly said on Twitter that they were eyeing the number 14 position, which is Valentine's Day period. Because they're trying to do Valentine's Day for Tottenham.
The thing is, Tottenham have not won a game at that stadium in like 3.5 months. And all of a sudden, they saw United and they picked.
You don't have to pick against United. For United, I still maintain that bringing in Ruben Amorim was a big mistake. Bringing him in at this time of the season. And for Ruben Amorim, desperation was just the reason why he chose to join Manchester United now. And of course, it's not paying off. It's going to destroy the little CV he has enjoyed coming from Sporting Lisbon. And of course, Man United is still going to lose more games. I can't wait to see them relegated. With all due respect to Man United fans, sorry, but no sorry.
All right. Their most defeat from the first 25 matches of a league campaign since 1973 to 1974, when they were last relegated from the top flight. All right, let's take a look at other results. Brighton and Wolves defeated Chelsea 3-0. I think we need to study something about Jose Mourinho. A team can't beat, any team cannot beat Jose Mourinho like in 1 week 2 times.
See,
it will never happen.
This Chelsea, they have a covenant with Brighton to always give them 3 points. So even Mourinho cannot save them with this covenant.
No wonder they went there to pick Kukuruku.
So they will have
they pick Casado and Co.
They have to go and pray at the mountain to break that covenant, because no matter how many managers have they changed, still Brighton still finds a way to beat Chelsea. So I don't know what Chelsea is going to do to break that covenant. It's still going to be happening for the foreseeable future, since they go back there to buy players. Even to say the fact that I think they brought in was it Lavia? Or
Romeo Lavia, yes, of course.
Casado also came from there. Casado was there in that game.
And Cucurella.
And Cucurella, they all played in that game. What difference could they have made to at least save them from losing to Brighton by as much as 3 goals? But you must give it to Mitoma. Fantastic player. Don't be surprised Chelsea will beat for him at the end of the season. Of course, any player that does it at Brighton finds his way back joining Chelsea. It's pretty interesting. Very, very interesting.
All right, Leicester City lost at home to Arsenal 0-2, despite the fact that there was no Kai Havertz, no Gabriel Jesus, no Bukayo Saka. Of course, in one area that a lot of Nigerians are rooting for right now to make the Super Eagles squad. Don't forget, this won't happen. He's just too young as far as Super Eagles squad is concerned. West Ham United lost at home to Brentford 0-1. Southampton lost to Bournemouth 1-3. Aston Villa played a 1-0 draw against Ipswich Town. Man City demolished Newcastle United 4-0. It was, in fact, Omar Mamouche Day. Fulham defeated Nottingham Forest 2-1. Crystal Palace lost to Everton 1-2. Liverpool, the table toppers, struggled against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I know Gerard Perez will not be happy with that, but at least 3 points in the bag.
Right.
Tottenham defeated Manchester United 1-0. All right, away from English Premier League, let's go straight to Spanish La Liga.
Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is?
In just 30 seconds, let's talk about Liverpool. I know they struggled against Wolverhampton.
Yeah, it was one of their worst games this season. But the hallmark of a team that wants to win a championship like the Premier League, even on your worst days, get 3 points.
Yes, of
and
course,
that
which is
shows that
important.
they are ready to win the league. That's all I can say.
All right, 3 points in the bag for Liverpool. Away from EPL, let's move straight to Spanish La Liga. Jose Luis Manuela's decision to send off the Englishman out Carlo Ancelotti's side as they had to settle for a 1-0 draw. Real Madrid draw crucial points in the title race on Saturday. A controversial red card shown to Jude Bellingham, forcing them to settle for a frustrating 1-0 draw with Osasuna. Now let's talk about Jude Bellingham and of course Madrid as a whole. I think where Madrid got it wrong, it was when they complained about all the referees in the Spanish La Liga. And ever since then, any small thing, the referees just want to, show them.
The referees are ready for them this season. This is a club side that is already struggling defense-wise in terms of having the quality they had last season. And now they made a mistake to go against the referees. You know what the referees are? They are the arbiter. They decide your fate.
Yes, of course.
As far as the 90 minutes game is concerned. And when you have issues with them, just be ready. Even all the talking about things they've been getting away with, they will no longer get away with them. But I think it will take the shine off whatever Real Madrid is still trying to do this season. Carlo Ancelotti is struggling with that Real Madrid side. The transfer window just went by and they didn't make any signings to salvage what is left of Real Madrid. Of course, unfortunately, they will not have those referees officiating in the Champions League when they take on Manchester City in the second leg, except the Spanish referees put call through to their brothers in the Champions League. I say, please, this Real Madrid, I want to see them out of the Champions League, and of course, let them come and suffer not winning the league this season. And what that means, we all know that in Spain, Barcelona is well loved, even by the referees. That means they will make sure that Barcelona wins the league title this season. And what that also means is that Champions League is the only go-to trophy for Real. Very unfortunate.
All right, other result. Real Betis defeated Real Sociedad 3-0. Real Valladolid lost at home to Sevilla 0-4. Atletico Madrid played a 1-0 draw against Celta Vigo. And of course, tonight, we'll definitely be seeing Barcelona at home against Rayo Vallecano. If they get to win, they will definitely climb to number 1 on the log table.
Go and put $1 million on Barcelona. Barcelona is going to win that game.
Against Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing is going to stop them. 3 points all the way.
All right. All right, away from Spanish La Liga, let's move straight to Italian Serie A. Juventus, I call them almighty Juventus, stopped Inter Milan from replacing Napoli at the top of Serie A on Sunday by beating their fierce rivals 1-0 and moving into Italy's Champions League position. Francisco Conceição made sure that Napoli would stay 2 points ahead of Inter by crashing in the winning goal 16 minutes before the end of an entertaining contest in Turin. There is one thing that I love about Juventus. Bring all the big teams in Italian Serie A. They will always have their way. But let them play a team like Como. Let them play a team like Parma. They will definitely struggle.
I think I have a different point of view from you.
Okay,
when
go ahead.
you say almighty Juventus, I think I laugh. Because this is a Juventus side, all of a sudden they've beaten Inter Milan, they are not almighty again. Wow, this is the same Juventus that's struggling against the teams like Como and Europe.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said they struggle against all these small teams in Italian Serie A. But bring all this Napoli, AC Milan, they always have their way.
I think Juventus is just past glory, as far as I'm concerned. Taking a look at the quality of the team they have, in spite of the fact they brought in a new coach who we thought is going to turn the fortunes around and bring what he did with the Milan side to Juventus. But we've not really seen that. They've been a team who has just trying to make the top 4 as far as I'm concerned. So it's a good result for them getting 3 points at the Turin. So let's see what they will pick up from that, because I know by next game they will return to default like Man United and lose. That's how it's
what are you talking about?
So there's nothing almighty about Juventus.
All right, other results. Parma lost at home to AS Roma 0-1. Fiorentina lost at home to Como France. Czech Fabregas side 0-2. Udinese defeated Empoli 3-0. Atalanta are struggling without Ademola Lookman. They played a goalless draw against Cagliari. Lazio 2-2 against the table topper Napoli. AC Milan defeated Hellas Verona 1-0. Away from Italian Serie A, let's go straight to Bundesliga. Following a difficult 2-1 victory in Scotland over Celtic in the Champions League, just 3 days earlier, Bayern Munich resumed action in the Bundesliga on Saturday with a trip to the Bay Arena to take on reigning Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. Surprisingly, after a quiet start, Leverkusen went on to dominate the game with Bayern at times just managing to survive. Now let's talk about Bayern, this Bayern Munich under the tutelage of Vincent Kompany. Like we said something about it last week. We all know the Bayern Munich that we used to know. The Bayern Munich of Arjen Robben, Ribéry, Robert Lewandowski and co, even Thomas Muller. And now ever since they brought in Vincent Kompany, they've been struggling. Even though man win the Champions League, I said something about their Champions League against Celtic. How can you be struggling against Celtic?
Yeah, I think you have to give his Kompany time. He just came from Burnley, and of course, those who hired him know that he's not the Pep Guardiola of the squad, the Carlo Ancelotti of the squad. So he's still a rookie manager, whether you like it or not, and he has not won any league title in the top league in the world. He's just a fantastic player during his days, and it shows that there's something that Bayern sees in him and believe that he can bring such to Bayern Munich. Maybe another startup Guardiola with Bayern Munich, but I've still not yet seen anything that convinces me that he's the one that is going to take Bayern to El Dorado. But let's see how it is.
But there is one particular line that we do see, most especially sport lovers in Nigeria. You will say, give me Bayern Munich, I will win league. I will win Bundesliga. Nah. Because we all know them, they dominate, Germany
it's
for
not
years.
As simple as it used to be. And to say that Bayern Leverkusen is looking like a club that has come to stay, they've maintained, they are talking about their quality in terms of number of footballers, and of course they've kept in Xabi Alonso still as a coach of the club side. A lot of club side no longer fear Bayern Munich like back in the days. So they don't have those players that really create a lot of fear in teams. Of course, Mane Neuer is not the Mane Neuer we used to know back in the days. Take a look at the defense lineup. You see Upamecano, you want to be scared of. Strikers will surely want to eat him when they see him as a given opportunity. And then look at the attack. Who are the guys? Is it Leroy Sané? Is it
Gnabry, Kingsley Coman?
The only player I see in that team that's really exceptional is Jamal Musiala. Apart from that, Bayern Munich is just a bunch of young players mixed with still one old OG trying to still show that they still have what it takes.
All right. Other results: Bochum defeated Borussia Dortmund 2-0. Stuttgart lost at home to Wolfsburg 1-2. Werder Bremen lost to Hoffenheim 1-3. Frankfurt defeated Ostekje 3-1. Edenham lost at home to Mainz 0-5-0-2. Now, in other sports, in the world of tennis, world number one Jannik Sinner has accepted an immediate 3-month doping ban after the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA said they had reached a settlement on his period of ineligibility, allowing him to return before the French Open in May. So sad for the world number one, Jannik Sinner.
Yeah, when it comes to issues of doping, it's a very dicey one. And of course, no athlete want to find them in a situation where they are facing a doping ban. But Jannik Sinner, world number one, and facing a doping ban, it doesn't speak well for his tennis career. And of course, you should go and ask other tennis stars. And we didn't see this in the days of
I think his medical team should be blamed for this.
Yeah, sometimes this athlete will even tell you that their girlfriend gave them a paracetamol. We all heard the story of Onana when he said he thought he was taking paracetamol, knowing that he was taking a banned substance. Sometimes these athletes are careless. They take chances with their career, and of course, he's going to pay for it. 3 months is quite a short one. Had it been, it was 3 years. Maybe because he's number one, and maybe what he said was tenable before the anti-doping body. So 3 months is still a short time. Anytime before you know, it's over.
All right, Sinner, who successfully defended his Australian Open crown last month, tested positive for anabolic agent clostebol, which the 23-year-old said had entered the system from a member of his support team through massages and sports therapy. Sinner's ban began on February 9 and will end on May 4, while he can return to training on April 13. The French Open is scheduled to begin on May 25. That is how much we can take on Sport Tour and Enterprise TV. Endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are at Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. Click the notification bell to get alerts on our new YouTube videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like, share, and engage with our content, and also visit our website www.enterprisetvnews.com where we give you all the hot stories on the go, the live update, the exclusives, and the news you can see. Jerry Apeloi has been great on the show this wonderful afternoon. My name remains John Olaskomi. Thanks for watching.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.